So guys, welcome to another vlog, and I know this is one of the most happiest time of the season or the year. Yes, malapit na matapos ang taon, ang bilis ng 2025, but this is the time where we usually get our 13th month pay o yung mga bonus natin, di ba? And guys, that's why I said, ito yung inaabangan ko ever since nasa corporate ako. Parang dati ng corporate, ito yun parang, oh my gosh, ito na yung perfect timing. Pwede ka na bumili ng mga gamit mo, pwede mo nang dagdag sweldo, blah, blah, blah. But this is one thing that I wanna share. Here are 5 smart moves na dapat mong gawin or pwede mong gawin with your 13th month pay. Pag pumasok na yung 13th month pay mo, remember guys ha, think of it as an opportunity for you to start the year right in 2026, diba? Or whatever year you're watching this. Kasi pwede naman to maging 20 whatever X years na, pero it will still be valid. So guys, stay with me. Let us make your 2026 super strong. Let us start the year right with these 5 steps. First step natin guys, diba? Pinaka-importante na tingnan natin. Don't forget, unahin natin is pay off our high interest debt. Diba? Like mga credit cards, online lending. Isipin mo, ito yung perfect time para bawasan ito, ipababa to. Kasi nga, kung hindi guys, it's like your money is just going to pay the interest. Diba? Nawawala yung pera mo sa interest. Sayang din siya. Now is a perfect time because you will have extra money, you have the 13th month pay, pwede mong i-pay off yung high interest debt mo. Ano ba yung mga high interest debt? Credit card debt, credit card loans mo, guys, yan, importante. High interest, yung mga online lending mo, isa pa yan, napaka-notorious sa mga matataas, diba? Guys, please, let us pay it off. I'm not here to tell you na hindi takasan mo yung loans mo or yung utang mo. I'm never going to promote na takasan mo utang because ginamit mo yon. And of course, it will destroy your credit score in the future. Paano ka kukuha ng utang in the future? Paano ka kukuha ng credit card kung sinira mo yung credit score mo? So you have to make sure that you pay. Think of it this way ha, ang credit card loans or credit card debt natin guys, 3% per month yan. Isipin mo, in a year, that is 36% interest. So, if you have 10,000 pesos balance sa credit card mo, 3% interest yan. Guys, that's like 300 pesos every month. That is 3,600 pesos a year na interest lang yan ha, sa 10,000 pesos mo. Ang laki, di ba? If you put it in that perspective, gawin mong every year yung binabayaran mong interest, guys, makita mo na nakakagulat ang mahal ng interest, which is true. That is why pay it off. Diba? Unahin mo yan. May extra money ka, bayaran mo talaga siya. Remember, debt-free is also becoming stress-free. I'm not saying that all debts are bad, diba? There are good debts, katulad ng mga expansion ng business mo. Debt that you really need to go into because ikakaganda yan ng kinabukasan mo. Ang hindi magandang mga debt is like yung credit card debt because bumili ka ng bag, because nainggit ka, gusto mo makipag-keep up sa mga coworkers mo na maganda yung mga bags. If you don't have the money for it, don't buy that item. Diba? Lagi kasi sabi, budgeted ba siya? Kung hindi siya budgeted, wag mo siyang bibilhin. Your credit card is not extra money. Kung wala kang pera, wag nyo munang bilhin. That's my personal pro tip for you guys. Alam nyo naman, lagi kong sinasabi yan. And I will not stop saying that. Second tip naman, what are you going to do with your 13th month pay? Boost your emergency fund. This is the perfect time to start building kung wala ka pa or i-achieve mo na yung iyong safety net. Yung emergency fund mo na yan, diba? Isipin mo, kahit dati, di ba, let's just say, ang emergency fund mo na linalagay mo sa kada sweldo mo, maybe 5% lang, 10% lang. Mali mo ngayon, kaya mo gawing 50% ang ilagay mo doon sa emergency fund mo. Why not? Buuhin mo yung emergency fund na yan. Your emergency fund, di ba, just a quick recap, is usually 3 to 6 months of your monthly expense. Ano yung monthly expense mo, guys? Lahat ng ginagastos mo sa buwan, di ba, add it up, track it, and then i-multiply mo siya by 3 to 6 months, di ba? The higher it is, the better. I have the old video here na bakit importante na meron kang emergency fund, bakit importante na meron kang pera sa bangko mo, because of the fact na you will never know what happens in the future, di ba? Hindi mo alam kung anong pwede mangyari. What if, knock on wood, biglang may nagkasakit? Knock on wood, meron kang biglang ang gastos. Meron ka pang huhugutan. This is where peace of mind comes in. Your emergency fund is your peace of mind. Hindi mo kailangan mangutang sa ibang tao, hindi mo kailangan maghanap or mag-script ng way na, okay, bahala na, mag-online lending na lang ako na mataas ang interest kasi kailangan ko ng pera. If you have your emergency fund, that's your peace of mind. Another tip here is ilagay mo ang emergency fund mo sa high interest or high yield savings account, mga digital banks mo. Why? Because guys, ito yung pera na syempre, tulog siya doon. Hindi man tulog, di ba? Parang nakaiwan siya doon sa isang bank account mo. Because you never know when an emergency will come. So at least it earns higher interest. For example, kung 100,000 pesos yung emergency fund mo, pag linagay mo siya sa isang 4% na high yield savings account, then guys, di ba at least it will earn 4% per annum. Compared to, let's say, linagay mo siya sa isang traditional bank na 0.0625 lang ang ina-earn niya. Eh di parang ang baba, di ba? At least yung 4% mo na yan, yung 100,000 mo, kumita pa siya at least ng 4,000 pesos in that year. Compared to yung isa na ilang peso lang naman siya. That's one good thing that you can put in perspective. Emergency fund mo, ilagay mo sa isang digital bank mo, high yield savings account, para at least mataas ang interest, kumikita siya kahit nandyan lang siya. And kung kailangan mo siya hugutin, kaya mo siyang hugutin. So that one, emergency fund. Tip number 3, guys, pag natapos mo na yung mga dalawa na yan, then invest in your future. Instead of letting your money sleep in the bank na sinasabi nila, or maliit yung kita, why not try to invest to make it grow? I love the saying na the best time to invest is yesterday or 20 years ago, but the next best time to invest is today. That's one thing that you want to change your mindset in. I also have a previous video na where will I start investing the 5,000 pesos, diba? If ever you enjoy that video, maraming salamat o kung napanood mo na siya. Mali mo this time, with your 13th month pay, you can allot some of your money naman to invest in your future. Ano ba yung mga pwede? My favorite, Pag-ibig MP2, 6 to 7% annual returns yan, why not? You can start opening that, online lang siya. Basta meron ka Pag-ibig number mo. Ano pang pwede mo? Pwede ka mag-mutual funds, di ba? UITF, mutual funds. Number 3, pwede ka mag-stock market. If ever gusto mo naman mag-stock market, di ba? Everything you can do it via the apps right now. Meron yan sa GCash, meron sa mga bangko mo. Everything you can open it digitally as well. When it comes to investing, this is not financial advice. You have to make sure that you do your own research. Lagi ko sinasabi na you have to do your own research. You have to understand the product first. If it will take you some time to learn it, and then, syempre, watching a lot of videos, read a lot of books muna, go, do it. Hindi ka dapat parang pumunta sa isang investment because nakita mo lang na sabi ng isang tao maganda. You have to believe in it. Personally, I've lost money because nabudol ako. Because sinabi ng ibang tao na, ay maganda to, try ko siya. Hindi ko naman siya inaiintindihan. Hindi ko naman siya pinapaniwalaan. Nag-invest na ako. More often than not, luging-lugi talaga. Unlike where I invest now is things that I believe in, that I like, that I trust. And then dun ako, in fairness, naging consistent ako. And then dun ko rin nakikita na, oy, maganda yung mga return. And then naintindihan ko talaga why I love it. That's why when I talk about some investment products here, kaya ko siyang sabihin sa inyo in very quick, di ba? Na parang, okay, ganito siya. I can make it very simple. It's because na-try ko na siya, na-experience ko na siya, and I believe in it. I'll just share with you some of examples. Siyempre, I'll open it here. And then, I'm going to open, diba, some of the investments that I have para mapakita ko rin naman sa inyo na, okay, kumikita ba talaga siya? So, I can show you some of the screenshots here as well. So, titingnan ko. Alam nyo naman that I always talk about this is no means in promoting anything. It's just that nung panahon na yan, dati, ito yung bangko ko. So, dito ako nag-start ng investments ko. So, I will just show it to you. So, for example, meron ako sa BPI ng mga investments. Then, here, mapakita ko sa inyo, meron iba dito nag-grow, meron naman iba dito hindi naman nag-grow. So, papakita ko sa inyo, diba? For me, I invest in the long term. So, parang nakaiwan lang talaga siya dyan. Ang tagal na ng ibang accounts ko dito. But again, remember that investments do carry risk pa rin. So, it can go up, it can go down. It depends on the market talaga. So, for example, itong mga US Equity Index Feeder Fund ko, eto malaki ang growth niya because the market is good. So, ang laki talaga. Syempre, yung other naman na funds na binili ko, di ba, medyo bumababa siya because the market now is not as good as it was back then. But it's okay. I invest in the long term. Yun yung kailangan ko pakita. Then, I also have the GCash. Lahat ng makikita niyo naman dyan. Nandito rin naman yan. Kumikita yung mga funds ko rin dyan. Even the stocks, di ba? Lahat, depending on where you want it, you can definitely open and you can start. But, remember, make sure you do your own research, intindihin nyo muna. And then, pinaka-importante dyan, you have to be consistent. When it comes to investing, it's always time in the market and you do not time the market. Meaning, it's really a long-term growth. If nakita mo dito, di ba, they always say, saan pumapalo yung pera or saan pumapalo yung growth mo, it's really in the long term. That's the importance of it. It's really time in the market as well. And then, don't forget that when you invest, this is where you grow your wealth. The more you invest, syempre, may mga risk pa rin yan, this is where you build your wealth. Diba? This is where you build your safety net. This is where you can build your retirement, pang tanda mo. And that's why I do what I do. And that's why I invest right now. Number 4, upgrade yourself rin. Isipin mo, is there a course or is there a skill that you've always wanted? Is it your passion, diba? Is it editing, coding? Is it something na gusto mo? Remember that ikaw ang pinakamalaking asset mo. Things that you have, things that is inside your brain is your biggest asset talaga. Kaya nga parang, I remember my mom will always say, and my parents, my mom and dad will always say when we were younger, the best gift that they can give us is our education, is the knowledge. Because nobody can take that away from us. If they give us items, binigyan nila tayo ng magamit, bagay-bagay, pwedeng tanggalin yun, pwedeng mawala, pwedeng masira. But what you have in your mind, the assets, the skill that you have will always be with you. Imagine, di ba, that you can spend, let's say, kung bonus mo 10% of it on an online course, a digital marketing course that you want, then that digital marketing course can now help you earn extra income next year, di ba? Why not? Sulit, di ba? What if you've always wanted to learn coding? Tapos now, pwede ka mag-code on the weekends. You can sell, di ba, apps. You can sell your coding skills. Pwede ka mag-code for other people. Pwede ka maging online VA coder, di ba? And then, dun ka pakikita ng extra money. Ano yung growth mo today? That will give you bigger opportunities tomorrow. So you have to make sure that you invest in yourself. What is it? Is it buying books? Buying your online courses na legit, syempre? Importante you upgrade yourself talaga. Importante you learn new skills, and then these skills will be yung puhunan mo to earn more. And one last thing that I wanna share rin, naalala ko nung kabataan namin, every Sunday is our family day. And when we were kids, paminsan, pwede kami pumipili ng gamit. Always remember my mom saying na parang, if books yan, she never saw buying books as waste of money. But buying the toys might be a waste of money. Pag naghumingi kami ng mga books that we wanted to read when we were kids, my mom would always say, okay, my brother loves to read, so talagang week on week, talagang libro yung binibili niya. And my mom would always like, walang isip-isip, okay, let's buy that book. Pero pag laruan na, yun yung parang, pag-isipan natin yan. Merong mga certain criteria na kailangan ma-meet. Is it good score, good grades? But if it's books, walang question bibilhin niya. Because books for her is not a waste of money. Because again, it will enrich our mind. It is a way of upgrading ourselves, especially when we're kids. Knowledge is power. Knowledge will always be important, and knowledge will be our building block to improve ourselves and to build a better future for ourselves as well. Number 5, syempre, is treating yourself within limits. Perfect. Within limits, meaning budgeted ba yan? Diba? Importante yan. Hindi naman pwede na, syempre, hindi mo rin i-reward sarili mo. I don't believe in that. I believe that you have to reward yourself. Pero you have to set a cap. For example, kung bonus mo is 100,000 pesos, then maybe 10%. Diba? 10%, 15% can be something to reward yourself. You have to balance it out kasi hindi naman pwede na sige, wala ka nang binili para sa sarili mo, hindi ka na masaya. We do work, we're working, we earn money. We also need to enjoy those little things in life that we value the most. Kung ano man yan for you. Is it a trip? Or is it like treating yourself in a good restaurant? Is it staying in a nice hotel for yourself? Something that will make you happy, that builds value for you talaga, diba? Kaya nga parang sabi natin, yung pera mo, ano yung value na gusto mo? Ano ba yung nagpapatuwa sa'yo? Because the more you treat yourself rin naman, this is where it pushes you to be better rin. Diba? To earn, diba? Kasi hindi mo pwede na pagod ka na, tapos pinagkakait mo pa lahat sa mundo, sa sarili mo, you're not going to succeed, personally speaking. You're gonna be tired. You're going to be sad. Unlike, if you reward yourself, then, syempre, within limits ha, kaya importante rin yung within limits yan. Kasi hindi mo pwede, lahat na lang sa'yo, I deserve. Lahat na lang gusto mong bag, bilhin mo. Dahil, may pera ka pa para bilhin lahat yun. Eh kung wala, wag, diba? That's why, within limits rin siya. So, diba, syempre, you have to make sure that you still reward yourself. Hindi siya yung para one-time happiness. It's the experience or items that will really have lasting value for you. It's treating yourself but not overspending. Iba yung two things. That's why, again, going back to the question, budgeted ba yan? You can budget something for yourself. And again, self-love is never selfish. One bonus tip, syempre, if ever meron ka pang extra, why not try to think of how you can give back? Giving back will always have a big impact. Is it giving to a local organization? Is it donating to an advocacy that you've always believed in? I personally have a lot of advocacies and organizations that I believe, that I trust, and it's something that kung kaya, we give. I personally give as well. It's because these are things na you share your blessings to others as well. Yun yung importante. Now, on the flip side, pwede rin naman, why not? Ito rin yung time to treat your family, your parents, your brothers and sisters, to maybe a nice dinner out. Treating your family is always something that you'll never regret, I believe. I love what Rosie Hanna, nabasa ko yung sa book niya, na sinabi niya na parang, when you earn money, you earn enough money, huwag mo siyang tingin na ikaw lang yon, na masama yon. You wanting to earn money, don't forget that it also trickles down to your family members. Because, for example, if you earn enough, kung gusto mong i-treat yung family mo, you want to help your family member, and hindi siya labag sa kalooban mo, diba? Gusto mo siyang gawin, you help rise them up rin. Yung parang they also can enjoy what you're enjoying in life. That's why it's so important na I create these kind of videos rin, because I want that experience mo, because you will be financially stable. Kaya mo rin dalhin yung family members mo, because it trickles down to them as well. And totoo yan. Kaya it's never bad and never mean, and it's never wrong to share your blessings. But diba? Importante. Kaya, linagay ko to as the final tip. You have to make sure na unahin mo rin sarili mo. I know that a lot of people will say, is it too selfish na unahin mo sarili mo? No, it's not. Unahin mo sarili mo, do everything na yan, and then, yung mga hindi labag sa looban mo, yun yung itulong mo sa iba or sa family mo. And you limit it, because you cannot give what you don't have. That's one reminder this Christmas and this holiday season din. Hindi mo pwede ubusin lahat na wala ka na, because ito yung sinasabi ng family mo. Limit. Because the last thing that we want is ubus na ubus ka, wala ka na talaga, and then hindi mo alam kung paano to make everything fit, because kailangan mo suportahan or kailangan mo ibigay yung pera mo to something or to someone or to your family. I think that a lot of questions that I get, limit that. Kailangan may cap yan to ano yung kaya mong ibigay. Put yourself first, then budget for your family. I know na medyo mabagal ako nagsalita right now because I'm very cautious about this topic. But yun talaga siya eh. I've been there, done that, and that's how I do it now. So, if you agree, maraming salamat. If you don't agree, I respect that, because we have different views, different pananaw naman sa buhay. Pero yun yung parang isang tip that I want to share talaga. Just to end it up, di ba? Yun po yung 5 smart moves that you can do with your 13th month pay. Number 1, syempre, pay off your debt. Boost your emergency fund. Invest, upgrade yourself, and then of course, treat yourself wisely. Budgeted ba yan? And then bonus tip natin is give back. Diba? Guys, hindi lang ito bonus. Hindi lang ito 13th month pay. It's your opportunity to build good habits. It's your opportunity to start the year right and to make yourself financially stronger. Now, kung gusto niyo pa matuto, or if you enjoyed this video, maraming salamat. I do hope that you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification button rin para you get updated and notified with all of these different videos that I have. And syempre guys, maraming salamat sa suporta nyo. And by the way, I just want to also share with you, baka hindi nyo pa alam, one way to track your expenses also. We do have our Kaskasan Buddies mobile app na. And one thing that I want to share here guys, baka hindi nyo rin pa alam, guys, meron na tayong bagong features dito with your assets or your savings feature, where when you click on it, pwede nyo like i-track dito lahat ng mga accounts mo, mga bank accounts mo, pwede na rin yung mga credit cards mo, mga loans mo, your investments, your assets, and all the likes. And then not only that guys, pwede mo na rin i-add yung mga expenses mo, income, expenses as well, and if ever nag-fund transfer din kayo. So it's all in the app. It will all be free of charge. So guys, yes, enjoy it. It will be out very soon. So by the time yung video na to, yes, lalabas na siya. Baka iba lang itsura natin for it now because I'm trying the beta version of it. Pero dahil sa inyo yan, mga clamor nyo yan, yes, Kaskasan Buddies is making everything, improving it, diba? Improving the app to make it very beneficial para sa inyo talaga. Kaya maraming salamat sa suporta nyo. I'll see you on the next vlog.